Now this video is not so much how to diagnose, it's more how not to make a mistake in your diagnostics. Today we're working on an 04 Mazda MPV that's got a misfire. Many times we rely on our diagnostic equipment, but understanding what's behind it and what it's supposed to do and what it's telling you is actually the most important thing. Now we have a P0304 cylinder number 4 misfire. Now fortunately on this car, the cylinder number 4 is right up front. That's where we're going to be working. We've already taken the engine cover off and you've got cylinder 4, 5, and 6. This is the one that has our misfire. Now I'm going to start the car. Now for me, and I was coming into a misfire, the first thing I'd want to check is the number 4 coil firing?
Many tools are used in our diagnostics. In this video, I will only highlight 2 of them.
There's various ways of doing that. One of the ways is with this little tool here called the quick probe. You ignite it and turn it on. You lay it on top and it tells you that coil is firing. This fires. And this fires. And that's your first mistake. This is not telling you that that coil is firing. What this is telling you is that that coil is being commanded on. It's not telling you that the coil is actually firing. Now my next step would be, it looks like this coil is firing. So if that's firing, I'm wondering if the fuel injector is firing. Now at that point I would take the quick probe that's designed for fuel injectors and I'd actually touch the injector. Now this is not an inductive pickup. It's not telling you anything electrical. All that's telling you is that pintle inside that fuel injector is actually banging open and closed. Every time it bangs open and closed, you get a light. Now then I would take my other one, I'd put this on the coil, and I'd just watch them sync for a while. They should both be very, very close to being in sync. Now this is what I mean by understanding what your tools are telling you. This one is actually telling me that it is sensing that pintle inside the injector is opening and closing. There's a sonic pulse that is picked up by this telling us that. Now this one is an inductive pickup. It is telling us that current's flowing and that coil is being commanded on. Now the mistake could be here to say, well, the coil's good, the injector's good, what else should it be? And then you can actually go several different ways and waste a lot of time chasing something that's really not there. So, since this is only telling me that coil is actually being commanded on, I need to go further and see if that coil is actually firing. Now to do that, again, one of the quickest ways is just to simply unplug it. I unplug it and there's no change in the RPM. If I go back to this coil and unplug it, you can hear and see that the RPM is changing, and it has a definite effect on the engine. Another way to do it is simply to take this coil out, and you should hear some spark jumping around. There's nothing happening. When I go to ground, nothing's happening. But when I go to this coil, right away you can hear it. If I go to ground somewhere, you can see it sparking. So the purpose of this video is to actually help you learn how to diagnose, but actually learn how not to make mistakes. Information is important. Information is valuable. But sometimes taking only one piece of information can be misleading. Understand the system, understand the tool, what it's telling you, gather your evidence, and you'll find the problem.